What's up, Resurrected Metalheads? Joe Tessitore back here with Resurrected Metal, the show where we're breathing new life into old machines. Still a little bit under the weather, as I'm finding out. Even with passion, you need more than 2 or 3 hours of sleep a night to get by. So this cold's been kicking my butt a little bit, but you know what the heck? Here I am. So I'm gonna work on the bike again today. I gotta get, I'm excited to work on this project. I know you want to see it at home, so I feel like I need to be out here in the garage working on the beast. So now I'm armed with a renewed sense of determination and a box of tissues, and I'm gonna get to work. So what you have behind me here, as you can see, this is a real show. There's no BS here, no fluff. Even though I edit it sometimes to make it a little shorter for you, I want you to realize what you see is real. What I've got right here are some stripped bolts on the rear sets. So I've squirted them with some penetrating oil. We're going to try to use an impact driver to get them off. If that doesn't work, maybe a chisel. Last resort, maybe drill them out. I don't know. I'm not an expert at this. You at home, I'm sure you're not either. It's trial and error. You just see what you can do to make it work. So let's get into it. Let's start tearing this apart. And that's a dog. Hi, Rocket. All right, come with us on the journey. Well, that didn't work. Let's try the other one. Anytime you're working on a project like this, you always want it to go fast and you want to get done and you're excited to get on to the next step. But realize, even guys at professional shops that do this all day long, it still takes them 2 or 3 months sometimes to get a project done. So, if it takes you that long, you're still working a full-time job, you're ahead of the game. You got to be patient with it. Don't rush it, because then you're going to get something you're unhappy with. Take your time and do it right. That one worked. A tool like this is great if you don't have air tools and air impact drivers. This is just a manual impact driver. You put whatever socket you need on the end, or a screwdriver tip, or whatever. Whack it with a hammer, and it turns it. Works great. Well, not always. I'm 1 for 2, so I say it works 50% of the time. Time to break out a chisel. Got it. That works. You know what they say, if at first you don't succeed, get a different tool. I don't know. Okay. When you take out all the bolts and it still doesn't come apart, then you realize you have a problem and you keep looking. Now we've just about got the exhaust header off, so I'm going to pull that off right now. There it is. The exhaust headers. They're in pretty ugly shape, but they still work, so it's really not going to matter. I'm going to wrap all of these in exhaust tape anyway, so it'll cover all that up, give it a nice finished look. It's not going to be bright and shiny and new, but it'll look like a useful bike, kind of like a race bike. Cool. As you can see, the engine is now coming out. Not perfectly, but it's coming out. Don't forget, these things are heavy. Hopefully it's not too heavy and I can get this on the floor. Otherwise, I might need another set of hands. Oh yeah, that's heavier than I thought it would be. Oh. And she's pissing on the floor. Wonderful. It's only coolant. And that, my friends, is a motorcycle without an engine. So, if I was thinking of making an electric bike, now would be the time. But that's another project. So the engine is out, and now the only thing left to do is pull off the rest of the suspension. Forks, wheels, swing arm, and that's it. So this should be ready to go tonight, and I can start working on the frame and getting that all set up. I'll probably cut a few things off the frame before I take it apart, though. So stay tuned.